Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I feel like we got a little bit of a false start on that first episode of this season with Kerbal Space Program 0.21.1. You know, a little bit of a mix-up with the resolutions. I think I may have fixed that in this video. Hopefully no intruding sidebar Buzz Kerbin. Sidebar, what are those things called? Letterboxing? Letterboxing. No more letterboxing. Down with letterboxing, I say. We had a little flight around the new Space Center, landed somehow on top of the VAB, but we're going to today go into the VAB and hopefully, I would like to head to the moon. Because the moon is a lot different. They've updated the terrain and stuff. It's a lot more difficult to land on, maybe. Let me see if they've added any additional pre-made items here. Super heavy lander, 2-stage lander. Let's just see what they have for us, just to see. That's pretty good. I think we've landed with this thing on the moon before. Landers are a little bit difficult to finagle. Oh, this one has nuclear power. That's what that thing is. I could be okay trying this, although I think we might have to... You know what? Balls to it. Let's make a whole new spacecraft. It's brand new. From the ground up. Take no questions from nobody. Got a MK lander can. So, okay, so this is a 1-man lander. I think I'll go with your standard 2-man lander. Oh, minimum crew. What's the maximum crew? Manufacturers? Sean Cannery. Ha 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 ha. Minimum crew. How many crew can it hold? Oh, it doesn't tell you. I'm assuming only one guy can fit in this thing, am I right? As opposed to this one can take 2. Alright, let's do the standard 2. And I'm going... Let me... Oh, now I've done it. Oh, dang. Is that not... Okay, now that's the main... Okay, that's a little bit weird. I'm sorry, let me say, I'm going to try to do this build on camera. I don't know if there will be a lot of edits or cuts or whatever, but there might be. Something that some of you, whenever I say, I'll cut out all the building, you guys know I want to see the building, so... Building! Let's see, we got our lander. I also need... I'm wondering how to do this. It's got to be a little bit like Apollo style, but I'm thinking... Maybe I should try to build it so I don't have to do that fancy, complicated maneuver mid-flight that disconnects the command pod at the same time, you know, whilst we're in flight, that then reconnect so I could use the command pod. So perhaps the command pod is secondary, and it... Hold on, I should... How do I do this? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now I'm gonna build our return vessel. Nuclear vessel. I'm going to build that, and I need a disconnector. Where are those things at? Yep. Oh, that's gigantic. Is that how they've always been? Jeez, thing's huge. We need that. We could use an advanced SAS, which would be right here. Wow, that seems absurdly large, but we'll keep it. An advanced SAS. We could use, I believe, the RCS I want to be connected to the lander. So that's going to be most helpful there. But I do need, I'll try to keep this as slim as possible. Oh, that'd be a bit too slim. As slim as possible. What is this? That's new. Oh gosh, we got even more lengths. Further lengths to go. Let's see. That is too big. I think this is the one I want. Yeah. All right. Got that. We got that. And a little engine on the back. That will hopefully... I'm just going to use this to get back. You know what? This even seems like too much fuel, to be honest with you. Ooh, that would be really cutting it short. Smaller is better. Oh, Lord. That's going to get me into so much trouble. Oh, wow. Yeah, there we go. This little tiny thing. Oh, it's not going to get us anywhere. Let's... Where... There is a smaller... They've made a smaller mainsail engine. 15... This one. I have a feeling that's going to burn through that fuel pretty quick. What kind of... This has 650 power as opposed to 215, 200. Yeah, I'm just going to be using this on orbit to return, so that's really all the oomph I should need, right? Totally wrong and inaccurate. Inaccurate? Oh, they gave you, what is this? Oh, that's different. Okay. I was gonna say, there was always times where I wanted this thing to be flipped around. I thought maybe they gave a special part for that, but that's for a smaller rocket. Alright, this is the thing we're going to use to get home. Obviously, I need to disconnect it now. Oh, but it does require a parachute. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if the guys want to get home. A parachute. Oh, but there's no... I guess I technically don't need to dock. Maybe I need to dock. Perhaps I should put a dock. Oh, I can't do that. Oh god, this is such a wanky way to make this. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. Oh, for Pete's sake. Alright. What if I... Oh, dang it. I'm making this thing all backwards and wrong? No, I'm afraid... Oh, ugh. One of the things, they recently released a trailer about 0.22s. I've gotten all of one episode out before they start talking about updating to 0.22, where they're going to have build assets, I guess is what they're calling them, I think, where you can, you know, like that booster. I'm probably going to use the same booster here, but you could reuse the booster and just attach it to the bottom of your ship over and over again. You know, the 3 mainsail booster kind of setup that I always use would be helpful to reuse over and over again. So that's something that's going to be added to 0.22. Let's give these guys a parachute. Oop, I like to have it like that. It's a little bit more symmetrical. You only need 1 parachute normally. And then... what do I need? Oh, I need a decoupler. Now this is the part that gets a little bit fuzzy, because I don't want to keep a decoupler on the top. Let's put... oh, that's the junior version. No thank you. Clampatron Senior. Oh! This is interesting. Wow. So now... no. I was incorrect. Oh, unless I... no. Huh. I suppose that'd be really useful for large modules of space station. But I just need the regular old Clampatron. Thank you. That one can go on top. And then I need a disconnector between the 2 stages here. Because I'm actually going to put the lander on bottom and then put the actual orbital thrust beneath it. This might be a little bit overkill. In my attempt to make a simpler, smaller spacecraft, I'm actually going above and beyond the call of duty. Duty! Oh, that ain't right. Or is that right? That might be right. That's going to be a little bit unstable. Alright, what have I done wrong here? I wish for that to connect, and then it will disconnect when I'm done with it. I don't know how to play this video game. Huh. Ooh, look at the little elevator. Is that guy gonna drive away, or is he just riding up and down? He is gonna drive away. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm amazed by the background. Alright, this might be one of the points where I need to cut the video, because I apparently have no idea how to build a frickin' spaceship in this game I've been playing for the past year and a half. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. It's about 30 minutes later, and as you can see, a very familiar structure here with my standard booster 2-stage, whatever, with the 3 mainsail engines. We'll lose these 2 stages. This is where I've gone a little bit experimental in my attempt to make things simpler. I've made them more difficult. I have our cruise stage, which hopefully we can use to get into translunar orbit, and then also get into moon orbit. This is one of the smaller mainsail engines right here. And then I'm assuming we will spend through this fuel, disconnect, lose this. Oh, I should put some of these guys on this stage just so it can get away from us. Get away! So let's do this. Whoop. We have 2 of them. Let's do that, and these should fire when I disconnect here. So this one. Alright, so that stage will get away. So that's my thought. This will get us to the moon. And then, when I'm in lunar orbit, I will disconnect here, take the lander down and land, and leave the return capsule in orbit around the moon while I'm landing and doing all the fun stuff. Come back up, sync up. I have 2 docking ports. Transfer the crew back into, well, I don't know if they're going back in there for the first time into the capsule to return home, and hopefully this is enough fuel and a little rocket to at least get us back into Kerbin re-entry. I'm using some of these experimental side-mounted, slightly larger RCS fuel tanks. I do have an ASAS unit. Maybe I should put a SAS unit on the actual lander, Kurt. Maybe that's a good idea. Will that fit somewhere? Yes. Yes, it will. It will fit. Hopefully this does not screw up my staging completely. Whoa, 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 not over there. No, no, down, up, right there. Yep. And then this should be able to go there. Perfect! It's modular! Okay, I have connected. I've used a new part, guys. Aside from these new parts, this is one of those very sturdy I-beams. I've kind of tilted in there on an angle like, this is very, I should have just used the lander they gave us. Very similar design, but this should hopefully get us to the moon and back. A little bit questionable about the back part, but to the moon and back. And now we have to select our crew. We have parts with crew capacity, the lander can, and of course the command pod. Oh, oops, did I leave a Kerbin out there? Let's Gusberry. Gusberry will start. Oh, this is so convenient. Instead of having an empty lander can and having to do, that's what I'm trying to avoid, having to do that very complicated docking and maneuver and transfer of crew from one to the other. Let's have, well here, I'm assuming the top. Jebediah will be commanding the return vessel, and Bob will be commanding the lander pod, and Gusberry will be his mission specialist inside the lander pod. Oh, that's so much more convenient. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna save. I've named this Moon Explorer 0.21, and you can add like a little description. So this is our first attempt at a moon landing system in 0.21. Let's head to the launch pad. Hopefully without crashing the game. We're gonna power through it, guys. You can do it. Uh-oh. It might not have done it. Hello? Anybody home? Gus? What was his name? Gus Bar? Kerman? Anybody? Yeah. It might have done it. Yes, we made it! Holy crap, this thing's taller than I anticipated. Alright guys, Bob, Jebediah, Gusberry. Gusberry is your name. I apologize, Gusberry. A little bit concerned about this area being a bit wobbly, but we'll deal with it. Let's get out here. Let's get this all situated. The moon is up there. I don't really care where it's at. We can figure that out. We just want to go to space. Oh, yeah, I apparently... Did I leave? Oh, Bill Kerbin is going to watch from atop the VAB. That's where he is. I forgot him up there. Oh. All right, let's throttle up. Let's turn the SAS on and head into the moon. Oh, for Pete's sake, head into the moon. You cannot hear that background noise in Kerbal Space Program 0.21 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. And a liftoff it is. All right, a very steady liftoff. Very happy. The SAS is doing a magical job of not shaking itself asunder, as is what happened in previous versions of the game. We have got a significant amount of lift here. I'm actually going to throttle down a bit. Well, not lift, but, you know, oomph. Surface speed. I really don't want to while I'm underneath. I'm taking from the notes of Scott Manley. Don't really want to go above 200 meters a second while I'm still less than 10,000 meters in the atmosphere before I've started my gravity burn. Oh, here comes the shakiness. All right, guys. There's some shifting fuel. Hopefully that's all good. I think a few of my struts have snapped. That's never good. Let's start a little bit of a gravity turn just to get ourselves going. And hold that right there. And we're going to lose these stages in 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Alright. Whoops, I was holding the wrong button. Oh, dang it. My hands fell off home row. Whoa. Throttle down. Try to correct. Alright. Whoa! What just happened? Major malfunction, everybody! Major malfunction. Alright. Emergency abort! What do we gotta do? We gotta do that. Let's, can we abort to orbit? Are we dropping down? This is problems, I suppose, problems for the people in the lander can, because they don't have a parachute. Alright, okay. Let's just try to get heading in the right direction here, even though I am kind of canceling out my motion. I am, however, gaining altitude. That was weird. Why did the parts disconnect? I had some sort of failure of the struts. Perhaps I need to connect struts, like more and more struts. Alright, hold that. RCS. SAS, whatever. Just hold this trajectory. Let's try to get out over the ocean, first of all. We don't want to be heading back over into the mountains over there. Huh. I am confused as to what happened there. This fuel is running out rather significantly. How are our resources? Huh. That's unfortunate. Back to the drawing board, I guess. Bob, Jeb, Gusberry, I hope this one parachute is enough to save you both. To save both the lander... Oh, okay, let's lose this. That worked as intended. Let's fire these rockets up. Can I at least, like, get into orbit? Maybe not. Alright, maybe what I should do... I don't know what to do. I could try to use both the lander power thrust and the parachute to try to lessen the blow of the landing. I mean, I could attempt, right now I'm at the peak of my arc here, but I'm still within the atmosphere. There's going to be too much turbulence. I was going to say, transferring Bob and Gusberry from the lander can up to the pod to save them. But I don't think that's possible. Yeah, now we're actually descending once again. Alright. Okay. This has turned into a rescue mission. let's do a little bit of this to slow ourselves down as much as we can. It's a bit drifty. This is the first flight I've had using the new kind of control scheme. It works very well for space planes in that it's not rigid and allows you to adjust. Maybe we should abort to that landing strip. And it allows you to adjust your controls a little bit, but for spaceships, it like drifts. I kind of liked the ability to turn on the SAS and say, hold this heading at all costs, no matter what. Jebediah is just having a great time. Great time. Oh, what is this? I'm feeling some effects of re-entry or something? Perhaps what we can do is pop the parachute, and hopefully we're going slow enough it's not going to destroy the entire spacecraft. Full throttle. Deploying chute. Alright, that's good. Should be slowing us down. It will fully deploy at 500 feet? Meters, whatever. I don't know why this one rocket has more liquid fuel than the others. They should all be fed. They are not all being fed. Crap! Why didn't that duplicate? Well, crumbs, everybody. Yeah, that's gonna cause problems. Alright, I'm gonna hold back on that throttle and probably use that for when the parachute deploys. Oh god, hold on guys, hold on guys! Alright, steady. Steady. We're still dropping speed, that's good. Not overheating or anything. Jebediah is having a great day as usual. Probably could have diverted back to the launch site. Let's see. Coming down on 1,000. Alright, I'm gonna throttle up. Oh, I'm gonna throttle up now. I don't want that parachute to do that! No! Save yourselves! Can I switch to them? Oh, son of a bitch. I switched to them just as they died. Dang it. Oh, and Jebediah is just happy with himself. Dang it. Oh, balls. Did they survive at all? Those are probably just the landing legs that survive there are generally the only things that survive. Well, might as well get rid of that. Yeah, those are the landing legs. These landing legs are too dang strong. Or no, they're the I-beams. The very strong I-beams survived, but not much else. So, I guess we get to try again. Alright, let me... First of all, obviously that lander was messed up. I wonder why that disconnected. Something ain't right. Something ain't right here, guys. So I'll be right back when I figure out what ain't right. And we'll try again. Woo! Hold on, wait a minute. Before I leave, I have to try to figure out this new system here. Alright. How do I say end the flight? Okay. Space Center, okay. So he's still out there in the ocean. Can I recover Jebediah? It's very funny that Jebediah is the only guy who survived. Alright, so from the... we're figuring this out together. See, guys, I'm including as much footage as I can. Let's see. The Moon Explorer, splashdown, recover. You want to recover this vessel. Recover. Might as well also recover Bill Kerbin and the VTOL that is up on top of the VAB. They don't need to be there forever. Alright, okay, so now let's go back to the Space Center, back to the VAB, and do our little Gus Berry. Gus Berry's dead forever, but we'll do our little adjustments to our launch platform and be right back when we're ready for another attempt. I guess, I don't know. Oh, brother. Alright, we're back, guys, and first of all, I've made sure to link all of these pods with the main fuel tank source so they all run down at the same time. I don't know why that didn't happen before. And I've gone overboard with all the struts connecting all of these parts together. Hopefully that keeps the thing from just disintegrating. I don't know what the heck happened there. So hopefully that fixes that issue, maybe, hopefully? We'll see, I guess. And I've assigned a new crew, Jebediah, once again, in the main capsule. Bill, coming down from his little vacation, his siesta atop the VAB, is now commanding the lander pod with Lodford Kerman. Lodford Kerman. So we're going to try this one more time to the launch pad. Hopefully. Oh, that went a little bit more smoothly. Perhaps because things were already loaded up. But alright, here we are. A little bit wobbly and tilty, but we're going to throttle up. Turn on the SAS. And attempt number 2 for the Moon Explorer, 0.21. To the moon to explore the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Cleared the tower that doesn't exist anymore. And heading upwards and onwards. Drifting a little bit to the left. Okay, just testing things out. Let me turn on the fine-tune controls. Okay, the yaw stuff is working. It seems like it's trying to fight some sort of pressure to the right or something like that. There's something isn't quite on the straight and narrow here, but let's... Okay, no gravity turn. We're just gonna go straight up until we disconnect these 2 boosters, and then we will do the gravity turn. I'll throttle down a bit, 80%-ish. Then we'll do the disconnect right about now. That worked wonderfully. You're gonna throttle up. We are still in control. We still have full fuel. I noticed the fuel ran out rather quickly because, well, the engine disconnected. And now we're going to gravity turn. A little bit late, but at least we are all in one piece. It's a nice and slow gravity turn. Stay on that 90-degree mark because that's where the moon is located. Well, it's happening a little bit too fast. Let's slow it down. And hold that. We're at 50 degrees, not quite 45, but 50. Oh, I did not have this view ready. And we're back. And we're going up. Alright. Well, I throttled down a bit. I've gotten through a lot of the... I guess what would be considered the heavy part of the atmosphere. I don't know. I'm just making things up as I go along. I might have started that gravity turn a little bit too aggressively, too quickly, but... keep your fingers crossed! Let's just go down to 45 to kind of catch up with the direction we're heading. Can we get up to 70? Oh man, I might have done that too aggressively too soon. And this engine is about to run out of fuel. Dang it. What do we got? 40. Let's try to tilt over just a bit more. SAS on. Alright, we're going to do this disconnect now. It's happening a little bit sooner than I wanted. Whoa, sorry. Totally obliterated that stage. $55. Let me get more on the marker here. $61. Alright, I think I'm going to get into space. So I think now I should concentrate on aiming in the direction I'm going and getting into an orbit. I'm a little bit concerned because I wanted to use this stage to get to the actual moon as opposed to get into Kerbin orbit, although we've got a pretty wide orbit going on right now. Well, this engine is not as efficient as I hoped it was. Dang it. Probably a little bit more for on-orbit maneuvers as opposed to lifting capabilities. Alright, I'm going to throttle down a bunch and then just flop over to the 90. Like so. Alright. I'm gonna wait to get to the apoapsis before doing the majority of my burn. We're still accelerating. A little bit less than 1G. Maybe not that efficient. There we go. Still gaining a little bit of altitude. Oh, there we go. We're in space! Jebediah's like, wow, I almost died last time, but now I'm in space. Oh, brother. Let's see. Do you want to right there? Maybe I should throttle down a bunch more. How about... yeah, how about we just cut it off? Since we're in space, we don't have to worry about losing momentum to drag. Are we going to get to the moon is the spicy meatball. I do not have that much fuel. The constant struggle. Alright, we are coming on the apoapsis here. Oh, how many seconds do we got? Alright, yeah, we should start burning. Let's just go, bam, straight on the 90. Stay in front of it. Oh, that fuel crap. Dang it! I guess. Can we use this to just get into orbit? Possibly. Huh. Maybe... huh. I don't think I can make it to the moon. Maybe to the moon, but certainly not back. With the amount of fuel that I have. Alright. I just want to get into orbit. We are in orbit. A 70 by 100. 73 by 100 orbit. Alright, we're in orbit. We do not have the fuel to do what we came here to do, though. I don't know how much I need these panels. I know the SAS and other such systems require power. Yeah, there is power being pulled, so I'm going to extend some solar panels to get what little solar power I can get. I feel like leaving these guys in orbit and oh, I can't connect there though. Maybe I was gonna say, if I could just ease up. I'm moving with my hands, as if you can see my hands, like connect to them once again, and like, you know, with a booster that can get me to the moon. Because I don't think what I have is going to do it. I can... oh! No, there's no connector there. Dang! Hell's blazes. I can connect to this port and kind of fling myself backwards towards the moon? This is crazy. This is total craziness, Kurt. Jebediah's excited about the plan, but good lord, man. Hi! Is he waving? Oh, he's just checking his helmet. Alright, that's fine. Oh, brother. Here's a sight. Oh, we have a nice crossbeam destroying our line of sight there. Well done. Good design decision. Okay, I think this calls for a refueling mission. I'm going to make a quick and dirty robotic refueler. Or actually stage. I need an actual stage to connect You can't really see it, but to connect with the front port of our hatch here, and then that can get us to the moon. Plans! I have them. Let's do that. Jebediah wants to do that. Let's do that. All right, these guys will remain in flight. We'll head to the Space Center and build this crazy contraption and be right back with you. Whence I have it ready for launch. Whence?